Tapi kenapa sih cowok gak suka sama Pilates?
Iya, karena studio Pilates tuh cantik-cantik estetiknya. Jadi kayak cowok-cowok udah males duluan gak sih?
Hi everyone, welcome back to Delete Later with Fizahan. And today we're joined by another very special guest, Vashti.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
My honor.
Jadi actually, bit of backstory, Vashti dan aku pertama kali ketemu itu I think 3 years ago kan?
Yeah, it's been a while.
2-3 years ago. Because at the time I was working corporate as a marketing manager in a clothing brand. And at the same time you were back then kan?
Yeah,
you were also working in your own corporate life.
Corporate life, yeah.
Tapi sekarang we've both kind of gone in different directions in terms of like more creative industry. And I want to talk about that today. So mungkin,
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, mungkin bisa ceritakan sedikit about your life before in corporate and where you are now.
So I worked in a corporate industry. I was a social media manager, or like just in the social media world. Of course, baru lulus nggak mungkin jadi manager, but in the social media sphere. And I worked for like 15, I think.
Okay.
16, something like that. And then I've worked all the way up until last year.
Okay.
So that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I decided that, you know, if you work in corporate job, especially in Indonesia, right, nggak dibayar lembur, ya kan? Terus masuk pagi, pulang malam, kadang-kadang juga harus nungguin atasan pulang dulu, and all these things. And it just doesn't speak to me, you know? Like, I love social media. I love doing that. But it doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah.
And then, so I was thinking, what do I love doing? And I want to have the privilege of saying, yeah, I'm working for my passion. And I was like, you know what? I like exercising. And then I was like researching, PT dibayar berapa, Zumba teacher dibayar berapa, you know, all these things. Because I like exercising.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Pilates. Tapi tahun 2023, it's not as booming as it is now, right?
Belum.
But I thought that's something that I wanted to do because it helps people in the long term. Like, I have aging parents as well.
Yeah.
Kedepannya aku juga bisa ngebantu mereka. So I was like, you know what? I think this is a win-win solution. And that's when I was like, okay, quit my job, enroll myself in Pilates school, and here I am now, living my best life.
Wow. So, did you quit your job first, or did you go to the Pilates
I was a bit
school?
crazy.
Okay.
So one of my friends, she didn't. So she does corporate and the school.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Have to go all in.
Yeah.
If not, like bakal setengah-setengah gitu loh.
Iya,
Kayak
pasti.
aku nggak fokus di sekolah pilatesnya,
Pasti.
kerjaan juga keteteran. So I was like, okay, it's this or nothing. So I quit my job.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I lived in like I didn't go out of my house a lot because
Yeah.
obviously I didn't have income. I mean, I have a few projects here and there just to kind of like for me to survive, but
Yeah.
it's not like I can't go shopping, I can't go out with my friends and stuff unless I hang out with them at their house, you know, because I need to be very frugal at the time.
Yeah, especially because becoming a Pilates instructor is a very big investment, right?
Yeah, it's super expensive. So it took out like half of my savings.
Oh my
But you know, I'm lucky because I can live with my parents.
Yes.
You know, they provide food. For as long as I'm not like living luxuriously, I could live.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what, I'll do that.
Rasanya gimana pas pertama kali melakukan itu? Karena pasti takut kan, pasti scary.
Yeah. It's very scary. Tapi aku beruntung banget juga sih karena support system aku juga okay. Kayak my parents understood that this is what I wanted to do. Because even when I did corporate, I never stayed in one office or one job for too long. Maybe
Yes.
1 year, 2 years, and I'm like, I don't like this about it, gitu. And then now, they were like, okay, try it out. But
Wow.
you still have to do something relating to social media. Jadi, if Pilates doesn't work out, you could bounce back
Yes.
to where you were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's such a wonderful story, actually. Ever since then, how has it been as a Pilates instructor and content creator? How's the experience?
Like, I'm so happy.
yeah?
Like, I'm living my best life. Karena kayak I realize I really like seeing the progress of my students as well.
Yeah.
Because it means I did it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, in a sense, like, I taught well.
Yeah.
Like, if the students just stay in one place, then there's something wrong with my teaching. But the way they progress and they stayed with me, I'm like, so this is what it feels like, you know?
Aw.
So yeah, I love being a Pilates instructor.
So
Like, that would be like the one reason, but obviously there are other perks.
Oh, so that's what it's like being a Pilates instructor. Karena you know kadang when I'm like doing in class, sometimes my form is like so bad. Karena ya the moves are hard, and then I feel like is the instructor judging me? And maybe obviously depends on who. So tapi it's like glad and nice to hear that actually that's how you see it.
Yeah, that's how I see it, I see it personally. I like to become friends with them because I think, like you said, right, like going into a class might be daunting for some people. Jadinya kalau gurunya nggak welcoming, I feel like I won't come back. Padahal kan mungkin Pilates yang mereka kira, oh oke, mau olahraga ini dulu. Maybe it's like their one step to become a healthier version of them, and I want to be, you know, accommodating to that.
Yeah. Okay, mau tanya mungkin is that also why? Because I know you have your new project, Jakarta Pilates Club, that you started that because you feel like you should be friends with everyone.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Kan aku ngajar banyak grup kelas ya. Aku ngelihat orang tuh datang sendiri-sendiri. Terus walaupun reformernya kayak sebelah-sebelahan, nggak pernah ngobrol.
Iya, bener banget.
Terus yang kayak padahal kan mereka they're struggling together, you know. The struggle is united in one class, but they never talk to each other. They're never like, susah ya, gitu, nggak pernah. Cuma kayak just suffer by themselves. So I was like, you know what? Yoga girls could do it. There's a lot of yoga community. There's like run community, but there's no Pilates community. Yeah, and I really want that to be a thing. So Jakarta Pilates Club.
Tapi kenapa ya kayak gitu, kayak if you notice like it's like every other sport itu basically used for networking. Except for Pilates.
That's true. Padahal menurut aku anak-anak yang ke Pilates, they're all very interesting. They're all very fun. And it's like a good networking. I mean, especially the classes like maximum 8 people, right? You could be friends like in no time. But I encourage that in my class. I make jokes and stuff, so they would like joke with each other sometimes and, you know, break the ice. Because I don't know why the ice is so thick in Pilates.
Honestly. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice though.
I try. Even though I'm like an introvert myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
Every single family member of mine, we're all introverts, all 5 of us.
Wow.
Not one is an extrovert.
Jadi kayak kalau family, like do you ever have like the days maybe it's just like at home, but then like people don't interact, but then it's just like family
We're just
love.
together. Yeah. Sometimes even if we have dinner, kayak nggak usah ngobrol, tapi we're just there.
Oh, that's nice, that's nice. Do you have any interesting stories as a Pilates instructor?
I think just like the misconception of how it's easy to become a Pilates instructor. I think because of the boom suddenly, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of schools that give you certification for just being there for 2 days, like training for 2 days, and then you become a Pilates instructor.
How's that possible though?
I don't know. Like I think that's pretty concerning just because there are a lot of things that you need to be mindful of as an instructor.
Yeah.
Because it's people's bodies, right? And sometimes people see it as a rehab in a way like, oh, I have scoliosis, that's why you go Pilates, or you have syaraf kejepit maybe, or stiff shoulders and all these things, you go to Pilates. But then how could you learn that in 2 days? So I think instead of like an interesting story, I do want to highlight that because maybe as like if you are a Pilates goer, please do check the background of your instructor just so that it's all safe and nice, because I want you to have the best time in Pilates. It doesn't have to be me. There's so many other Pilates instructors that are certified and amazing, and you could check their classes out.
Okay. I want to ask actually, like how long did it take you to become an instructor?
For my level 1, so I take Peak Pilates. So that's like a US based certification that's like internationally recognized. So even if I want to teach in Australia or Singapore, I can do it.
Yes.
That for me is 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, like intensive, comprehensive 4 months.
Like every day?
Might as well be every day. We meet one weekend.
Okay.
Like as a batch.
Yeah.
But then every week we have either a lab or we do private with the teacher, and then we have homework, and then we have to teach also. So it's pretty intense actually. I was glad I quit my job.
Well, what's the homework like? I'm interested.
Well, there are 2 things. One, because I'm classically trained, I have to remember the order of the exercises because that's how it is in classical. And then there would be like quizzes, and then there's a study guide that I need to fill in, all these things. It's basically uni, to be honest.
Yeah, lumayan berat.
Yeah, that's why 2 days how?
Yeah.
How can?
Make it make sense. Okay, so like we said, Pilates kan lagi booming banget.
Iya.
Yeah, and as a Pilates instructor, how do you feel about it actually?
I mean, it's great that it's being highlighted.
Yeah.
Not just as a Pilates instructor, see, as like an activist, I guess, or like an enthusiast of fitness. It's really nice that now people are like, oh, I want to try it out.
Yeah.
Just so that they have a healthier lifestyle. I just see for me, obviously there's a perk of me being able to get more students, but I feel like I always need to level up. There's always a good side and a bad side, right? It being highlighted means I could get more students, but then it being highlighted gives way to shortcuts, like I said, like the 2 days training.
Yeah.
And there would be a lot more studios, so that means a lot more competitors for me also.
Yeah.
So I just need to constantly level up so that I would always get something new to my students, or I could be better for them.
Okay.
That's just how I see it. It's all mindset also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And sekarang like with this boom, we see also like you mentioned like there's like Pilates courses for 2 days, and also we see kind of like new branches of maybe quote unquote Pilates, kayak Legree, Megaformer. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's great that they're inspired by Pilates, just for as long as, they don't claim to be Pilates, I think, because it's even a different machine.
Yes.
Also. I just think the distinction is important.
Okay.
Because one time, like, a brand asked if I could be an instructor for a Megaformer, and I'm like, I'm not
you're
certified. Yeah, I'm not certified for that. I don't even know how to use the machines. Yeah, so I just told them, oh, I'll refer you to my friend who is actually certified. So I think the distinction is important.
Yes, definitely. Okay. I definitely agree with you about that. It's very important. I also want to ask, so there's a lot of trends kan with this boom.
Yeah.
What do you think one that is overrated?
One that is high intensity Pilates.
Oh, what is that actually?
Yeah, exactly. What is that? Why is it even there? Kaya, I think if you want to do high intensity things, then go to the gym, no?
Yeah.
Because it's just a different function.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just don't think like Pilates is the way to go if you want to have a sweaty session. Yeah.
Like I feel like Pilates, the reason I go personally is because I think it's very healing, it's very calming, it's good for your back. It has tons of benefits, right? And high intensity, that sounds like it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But if that floats your boat.
Of course, yeah. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
To each their own. So maybe let's also like circle back a little bit towards the corporate life. I wanted to ask, you went and left everything all in, and then the story you told actually about how you saved up everything, that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Before quitting, did you have like
I am quite
fears?
insane, to be honest. Like even now I think I'm quite insane.
Yeah, why?
Because like I said, there's a lot of competitors now. How do I like still be relevant, right? Or how do I build portfolio? Because I left everything, then I need to continuously invest in like my education to be better in things. That's what I think. So like even now, like I teach so much, like so many group classes, so many privates. Like I'm so blessed that they choose me to become their private instructor also. But I also still do my own privates every week with my mentor, and like I'm doing my level 2 already, and then like I'm going abroad also to have like training. So that's something like I think you have to be insane to like be able to do that.
Well, that's true. It's like all great minds are insane, right?
Yeah. Einstein and I.
Yeah. How often do you teach? You said
like a lot. I teach so much. Like sometimes I teach every day. Sometimes I teach 6 to 8 classes a day. Yeah, so I'm quite insane.
What about today? Because as you guys can see, she actually just came back from teaching.
Yeah, today's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, I have a podcasting today, so I have to be sane enough and like have enough energy to socialize.
Yeah. Save
So,
the
like,
social battery.
Yeah, save the social battery. Like I said, introverts, thanks.
How has your life, do you think, changed in terms of, like, let's say in a more logistical way, rather than emotional way, after switching from corporate to creative?
Logistics, like how?
Like, how does your day-to-day look more now?
Oh, it's so nice. Kan kalau misalnya kerja korporat, bangun pagi ke kantor,
Yeah.
and then you stay there forever. Like they say it's 9 to 5, but it's really like 9 to 8, or like maybe 9 to 10. And then like, you know, one of my turning points actually waktu kerja di salah satu fintech, itu aku tuh lagi tipes. Terus they're like, yeah, but no one's gonna be able to do the live stream if not you. So I had to go into the office, do the live stream, half dead, by the way, and then go home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, you know, no, I need to stop this.
Did you quit after that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
No, that's the
Because
right
like
thing.
that's like really bad.
That is.
Yeah, and now like I guess, you know, there are times when I'm sick that I still need to teach, but I know like if it's not like life threatening, I would still be able to teach. But I would tell my students like I'm gonna sit down a lot, but I'll still cue you and I'll still fix your posture and things for as long as it's not like flu or the cold or anything that I could kayak nularin orang. Kalau misalnya kayak demam-demam dikit sih aku masih ngajar, which is fine. Karena as a teacher, you don't actually need to do the things.
Yeah.
Right? And I have regular students, so I'd be like, contohin. Yeah. But yeah, I think like logistically, I'm so much happier because maybe it's also, I love what I do, right?
Yeah.
Jadi it doesn't actually feel like work.
Yeah.
That's why I do 8 classes, but it's like, oh, so fun, you know? And then if I want to travel, I'm just like, okay, sorry guys, nggak ngajar minggu ini, see you next week.
There's a lot of flexibility with it.
Yeah.
So you do both Pilates instructing and content creating, right?
Yes.
How has it been to balance it?
It has been increasingly really hard to make content.
Yeah.
Just because now I don't have time to sit down and edit the videos or edit anything really. Because, well, now I'm doing my level 2 and my exam's coming. So I'm focusing on the homeworks and all these things that I need to do for the exam. So I'm working less on my content creation. But I think moving forward, if I mirror what I did last year, it wouldn't be too hard because my content reflects my work.
Okay.
Because I'm a fitness content creator, right?
Yes.
And I could just mirror what I do to what I post.
Okay. And you only became a fitness content creator recently, actually, right?
Yeah, like during the pandemic, I guess.
What were you focusing on before?
So I was Miss Earth Indonesia,
Oh.
right? So I did more like environmentally friendly things.
Okay.
But then during the pandemic, there's like 2 streams of people, right? Masak and olahraga,
Iya,
ya kan? Kalau
bener
pas
banget.
pandemi antara bikin dalgona atau olahraga Zoom. And
Yeah.
I was this one. the olahraga one.
Yeah. The
And I
Chloe
was
Ting
like,
workouts?
Yeah. Just like, I was like, oh, okay, fun. And then after that, it just continued that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's apa ya? Kayak udah dikasih jalannya aja, I guess.
Yeah. Nggak susah untuk switch niche.
It just so happened, honestly. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Because I've never really thought of my Instagram as like, okay, I need to post exclusively this.
Yeah.
Until now, obviously, because now, like, if I post more about Pilates, it would benefit my students, it would benefit me, so now I'm focusing more on that. Yeah.
And I like your Pilates content, you know, like when you teach about like the classical Pilates, contemporary Pilates, I get to learn a lot more about it.
Yeah, that's something that I really want to do. Karena classical Pilates di Jakarta tuh belum terlalu terkenal.
Yeah.
Kalau secara singkatnya sih bedanya classical tuh yang lebih yang sangat-sangat ngikutin Joseph Pilates,
Yeah.
ajarannya Joseph Pilates. And it's just Pilates. Tapi kalau misalnya contemporary yang kalau kalian lihat tuh kayak gerakan gym yang dibawa ke kelas Pilates.
Okay.
Kayak unnecessary use of dumbbells. That's what I think.
Okay.
Karena menurut aku reformer kan udah ada springsnya ya.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you need to add more weight to something that's already weighted.
Yeah.
But I'm not certified also, so maybe if you're like contemporary certified, you would know better. But
Jadi certificationnya beda ya untuk
Yeah,
classical
yeah,
sama
yeah, yeah.
contemporary? Okay.
it's like the different schools have different streams, I guess.
So
Yeah.
it depends on the school jadinya?
Yeah.
Okay. Apa yang belajar dari korporat that you still carry on now into your creative life?
I think discipline.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Karena because I'm freelance now, it takes a lot of discipline to maintain whatever routine.
Yes.
And like it takes a lot of discipline. Karena kan sekarang aku nggak punya orang yang ngeset KPI.
Yeah.
Like I'm setting my own KPI.
Yeah.
Like I'm setting my own goal. Like I'm setting like how much do I want to earn this month? Because if I work this much, Oh, you know what? That's actually another perk. Like if you work corporate, right? You work until you die and you still have the same amount of like pay at the end of the month,
Yeah.
right? Whereas if you work by yourself and for yourself, if you work until you die, you might be so rich at the end of the month.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's I guess actually another perk. But you need to be disciplined about it.
Yeah.
Like you need to show up on time. I think you need to also be disciplined in your studies also, right? Like to be better in
Yes.
your trainings and things and stuff. Yeah, so I think being disciplined is something that I learned from my corporate life, and it moved over to now.
Yeah, something I actually heard that I think is a very interesting saying is that when you work for someone else, you are working to make their dreams come true. But when you work for
Yeah.
yourself, you're making your own dreams come true.
Yeah, I could see that actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you don't have like a company goal that you need to like help achieve.
Yes.
But you're achieving your own goal.
Like, how do you find that? How do you set your own KPIs? Like, how do you, because sometimes maybe it might be difficult to, like, what's a realistic way to do it?
Yeah. I think that's the key actually, being realistic
Yeah?
about it. Because like something that I learned from corporate, the goals that they set is never realistic. Never. Like I need to die first for us to be able to achieve that KPI, right?
Yeah.
So I think the key is actually being realistic. Like how many classes I want to teach this month and how many like classes can I sub a week, things like that. And then like how many days I want to focus on training. And then for my content creation as well, like how many posts do I want to post this week or like just in a month and things like that. So just being very realistic and not overworking myself.
Okay, yeah. Menurut kamu, apa miskonsepsi terbesar tentang pekerja kreatif?
That we don't have any goals, I
Yeah.
think. Or like we're just doing that for the spotlight.
Yeah.
I think so. There's a lot of misconception about that, right?
I feel
like
that
if you put pekerja kreatif as like content creators and like models,
Yeah.
actresses, that they're only there for the spotlight. I think if people get into anything just for vanity's sake, they're not going to be very dedicated in
Yeah.
their work. I think you can see it that way.
Yeah.
A lot of my content creator friends who are very passionate about whatever their niche are, like no matter how many views they get or how many likes they get, they keep rolling out content just because it is what they love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a really big misconception that they're only there for the cloud.
How about in terms of like pekerja kreatif as Pilates instructor? What do you think is a misconception?
That it's easy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes a lot to be an instructor.
It does, it does.
At least for me, yeah, because I want to do it right. And then it takes a lot to be able to train your eyes to see things that you can help your students with. Like in the beginning, like when I first started teaching, I wouldn't be able to see like, oh, shoulders-nya yang ini lebih tinggi, like, oh, ribs-nya belum masuk. Like I wouldn't be able to see that. And I wouldn't like automatically say the right cue to cue your body to make it better.
Yeah.
But like in time, if you're insane, you would be able to do it. I would say insanity to me is a cheat code to speed up the training process.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah. Because if you're not insane, you're just gonna be like, you're gonna improve, but then nggak akselerasi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of like a nice steady improvement, which is fine also. But if you quit your job and you don't have any savings anymore, you need to be a little bit insane.
Living on the edge, it gets you places.
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't regret my choice at all. And like I switched careers as I turned 30.
Oh, okay.
Actually. So I started being a Pilates instructor like 29,
Yeah.
I guess. And then when I'm 30, when I turned 30 this year, I was already like a year in.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay, I love the way I transition into my 30s and from working for someone to working for myself and my own dreams and passion. Yeah.
What do you think fresh grad self would have said if she saw you today?
You're crazy, I think. Yeah, but I think she would be very happy also because like she was lost I guess, in a way. Like with most fresh grads, you would go to uni, but you don't really know if that's the degree that you wanted, but you kind of just have to choose because that's like where you were, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you're just kind of thrown into corporate life, especially now. I think the fresh grads have it hard because there's even less jobs in the market.
Yes.
And then now they need to like fight with not only their batch, but maybe someone who has graduated last year or people who have been laid off. So it's like they have it so hard now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know, actually, a lot of a lot of companies now, they only want to hire you if you have a master's.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a friend who had to take master's first before getting a job, actually. It was so difficult to get one with just a bachelor's. It's getting worse.
Yeah. Like even my brother, right?
Yeah.
He's a data engineer. Like that used to be like a very sought after role,
Yes.
I guess. But he was laid off last year, I think, or early this year. And then up until now, he's still like unemployed. Like that's actually crazy.
That's
to
actually
me.
crazy to
because
me.
he would have like, I don't know, a few years of experience already.
Yeah.
And like no one wants to hire him. And I'm like, please hire my brother. If he's rich, I'm rich.
Oh, this is so sweet though.
Yeah, I know. I love him.
Mungkin, do you have any advice for any fresh grads right now out there who are also kind of, ya mungkin mereka kayak lagi agak gelisah, agak takut.
Yeah.
They're confused whether they want to do corporate or they want to do creative stream.
Some people have the privilege and the time to have the exploration stage. Some people need to work right away, and that's okay. Like, do what you have to do to survive, but don't forget to give time for yourself to kind of get to know yourself more.
Okay, yeah, that's great advice. I wish younger me heard this.
Big sister advice.
Real. So, what is your favorite Pilates move?
Okay, so I just learned this in level 2. It's with the low chair. It's called jackknife. So what it is, actually, you lie down on the floor, your hands is on the pedal, and you lift your legs up all the way up to the chair, and then articulating your spine down. Like, it's a really difficult move, but for me, it's really fun, and it's not super hard to do because I have long legs.
Yeah.
So different Pilates move would benefit different types of bodies. Like teaser for me is so hard because I have long legs. It's heavier to lift it up.
Okay.
But if I want my legs to be up and near to my head, that's so easy for me because it's so long.
I see.
Yeah. So jackknife to me is really fun to do, and I love doing jackknife.
Yeah, also, that is one thing that I feel like people don't talk about enough is that height actually matters in the way you do your moves. 'Cause
Yes.
sometimes when I go to workout classes, right, I see that they don't instruct me properly based on my height because I'm also tall and have long legs, right?
Yeah, squats would be really hard for us.
Yeah.
Because the floor is so far away.
I know.
We need to squat so low.
And they're like, go down,
Yeah,
go
I'm
down.
like, what do you mean?
We are
It's so
down.
far. But I found, like, I think you just need to like shop around the gyms.
Yeah.
Because when you find a gym where, you know, the instructor is like knowledgeable for like your body type, you'd love it there.
That's what's also good, like when you find, even like when I find like a workout class, I kind of like the ones who are certified in many fields.
Yes. Oh, but that's also a thing. People are asking me like why I don't take certification for like yoga or like whatever else,
Yeah.
or like gym. Why don't I teach that also? Because I like weightlifting also, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's important to be focused on my craft.
Okay.
How I see it, because if I'm focused on Pilates, I'm able to excel more there.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be like jack of all trades.
Yes.
Like I just want to be like, I want to ace this one instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when you obsess over something, that's when you get perfection.
Yeah,
and that's like
yeah.
better than just doing setengah-setengah like you said before.
Yeah, that's what I think. But some people make it with like, you know, they're a PT at the gym. They're a Pilates instructor also. Like, I guess it connects, right? Like
It
the
does.
anatomy and whatever. But to me, like, I wouldn't be able to do that. It's like different muscle groups, and then I would forget all of my classically trained things because we're very meticulous on the order and things and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I would much rather focused on Pilates.
So you have the Peak Pilates certification, right? You mentioned before. What made you choose this one?
So I actually shop for the schools. So this is something that people ask me a lot, like how I chose this school and why I chose this school and how much it, like the certification costs. Like maybe I could talk about it for like all these aspiring Pilates instructors. It's a good job, by the way. Go you. There's a bunch of trainings in Jakarta, but I only researched 3 because that's the internationally certified schools, and I wanted to be internationally certified because just in case I move out of the country, I would still be able to teach there instead of waitressing. Real talk. So there's Tot, STOTT. That's very, very popular because I think that's the first one that came into Indonesia. And then Basi, that's also very, very popular. And then there's Peak Pilates. Peak Pilates is the least popular school out of the 3.
Okay.
I would say. Like, not a lot of people know Peak Pilates. I asked Stott about their teaching methods. It didn't really fit well to me because they have separate courses for every machines. So reformer by itself, mat by itself. Like, I wanted like comprehensive, right? So Stott was out of the picture. And then Basi, I asked, Basi is a really good contender also, but in comparison to Peak, Basi has bigger classes.
Okay.
And I like to learn intimately, I guess, so I can ask questions, I can be close to the mentor also. So I chose Peak because maximum 5 students a batch.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a very small class.
Very small class. And that's why I was like, you know what, this one. And it's also classical, so I already made up my mind that I wanted to do classical.
Why?
Because there's a reason why it has survived for that long.
What year was it, actually?
World War One. Joseph Pilates actually made it during the World War One to rehab soldiers.
Yeah.
And then it became popular when he moved to the US, and then, it's still popular up until now.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stick to something that is proven to, like, the longevity is proven, because I'm quitting my job for this, right?
Yes.
So that's what why I decided to do classical Pilates. And then I also thought of, like, if I wanted to do gym movements, then I should have had gym certification instead.
Yes.
Right. So that's like a thing. And then for the price, like the fee of the school, like I paid 3,500 USD for the comprehensive one. So it is quite an investment.
It is.
But like, to me, it's worth it. And if you're insane, you would get that money back in like a year.
And it's something that you can use for life, right?
Yeah. And like I said, like, even if I stopped teaching, I could teach my parents also, because they're aging and they need like low impact workouts to kind of like keep the mobility going and things like that. So it's something that you could give back also.
Yeah, definitely. I like how you also mentioned that it's actually started by Joseph Pilates, who is a man, right? Tapi kenapa sih cowok gak pernah mau Pilates?
Iya, aku sering dapat pertanyaan kayak, Pilates tuh itu ya olahraga buat cewek aja. And I'm like, Joseph Pilates, a dude, World War I soldiers. You know what I mean? But I think karena studio Pilates tuh cantik-cantik estetiknya, jadi kayak cowok-cowok udah malas duluan gak sih? That's what I think. That's my observation anyway. Biasanya private students aku tuh banyakan cowok.
Oh really?
Iya, karena mereka malu untuk masuk ke grup kelas yang isinya banyak cewek.
Kenapa tapi?
I don't understand.
Do they think they're gonna get judged?
Maybe, or maybe they just don't want to feel like, oh, I'm doing a girl's workout. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Padahal it's like Joseph is a dude.
Iya.
Yeah.
Kangga udah belum Pilates.
Joseph loh, bukan Josephina. Joseph.
Yeah. What would you encourage? What would you say to like guys who are kind of scared to try Pilates?
Do it.
Do it.
Try it.
No, right now try sell it to them. Like, what would you say? You know, your typical gym bro, he's like, oh, Pilates, that's a girl workout. What would you say right now?
I would say try a session. If you could do it easily and you don't shake or sweat at all, don't do it anymore. That's my challenge. But if you think it's hard during that session, then maybe you should try 5 more sessions. Help me understand, guys. Comment.
Let us know. Let us know why. Why do you think Pilates is easy? Just because it looks like fun? Because we're flying around?
It is fun.
It is fun.
It is fun.
But doesn't mean it's not torture
Or
also.
maybe you just join the fun.
So yeah, what are some tips for beginners actually?
Beginners Pilates?
Yeah, like beginner goers.
Okay. I always tell people don't look at your neighbors and think that you need to be at that level.
Yeah.
Because everyone needs to start somewhere, and everyone's body is different. Like people have different mobility, and people have different like just the body structure is different, right? Like I said, like teaser would be hard for me because I have long legs, but like things like jackknife or corkscrew is easy for me because I have long legs. But then people with longer torso would have different things that would be easier for them. So just don't judge yourself so harshly if you can't do a movement. Just move with your own pace. Just be disciplined and consistent about it, and you'll be great in no time.
Not gonna lie, I feel like that's something I really need to listen to because I'm always comparing myself to somebody next to me.
Yeah, and you don't know, like maybe the girl next to you or the guy next to you have done this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why he's flying around.
Oh my God. I always love seeing those. Like, do you also teach on the...
The Cadillac thing?
Yeah, the Cadillac.
I have, like, I am able to teach a few movements, but I'm not like certified for a lot of movements because I just got into level 2. And there are a few movements on the Cadillac, but the other machines actually does just as well and targets the same muscle group as the Cadillac, yeah.
But do they have different benefits? Like let's say the reformer, the tower, the barrel, and the Cadillac?
I think they benefit each other. Jadi saling menguntungkan gitu loh. Jadi kalau misalnya nggak bisa gerakan yang di reformer, bisa cobain dulu di maybe spine corrector. Spine corrector is like the best to start teaching your body all these different movements, and it's easier. Your body supported. So, but I think mat Pilates is something people overlook so much.
Why?
Because they think it's just mat. Padahal menurut aku dibanding Cadillac, dibanding reformer, mat Pilates itu yang paling susah.
Bener.
Karena nggak ada alat bantu, it's just you and your body.
Yeah, and it's
like
your body weight, right?
Yeah, it's actually so much harder. And people who don't do mat Pilates, their core wouldn't be as strong as the people who do mat Pilates.
Oh, okay. So if you want, like, let's say, like a more tight and toned core, would that be the move?
Yeah, mat first.
Mat first.
Always, it's like the foundation. Because then you would know how to engage your core better, how to like move safely on all the other ones.
Oh. Okay.
Mat Pilates, don't skip it. It's hard. You'd hate it. I hate it, but gotta do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know? What's the biggest benefit you've gotten for yourself from Pilates?
You know, aku naik 2 cm.
Huh?
Yeah.
No way.
So I was 173 centimeters.
Yeah.
And then now I'm 175. But that's because my posture is so much better. So I had like a hump back, and then at some point in my life, because I did pageant or whatever, I had like a kyphosis. So it's very like that.
Yeah.
And then like it does, like my spine isn't elongate to its full potential, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's not that my bones grew, but my posture is better. So now I'm like 175. So maybe try it out.
This is how you convince men to join Pilates. She grew 2 centimeters.
All my short
173 to 175.
Get it?
You don't gotta lie on Bumble anymore.
She said it. Oh, short kings.
I'm saying this as if I've ever used Bumble before. No, I didn't. That's so... No, now I feel like I need to be more rajin with Pilates.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, that's like one thing that I tell people, but other things is like flexibility and then just like overall wellness, because it targets all of your muscle groups, it tones your body, it gives you like better like capabilities to move, I guess. Yeah, so it's actually really nice. And if you do classical, at least like the way Peak teaches Pilates, you're not sore after.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think there's also a misconception that if you're not sore, you didn't do it right.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that you feel like it's not like that with Pilates. You don't need to be sore.
To the very least, classical, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard like the contemporary one, it does give you that muscle soreness after. But Joseph Pilates, made Pilates to be flowing. So if you ever taken my class, you would see like, okay, I would do your core and then I would do your arms and then I would do your legs and then I would do your core again. So it's never like arms, legs, legs. So then your muscles not like tired.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
So like from what I see, people do like lunges and then from lunges you pulse and then you pulse and then you hold. And then that's when you like die and you like shake.
yeah, and you cry.
And then you cry. And I don't want people to cry in my class at least. But yeah, that's what I think. You don't need to be sore for it to be beneficial for you.
From all the Pilates studios you teach, right? You have experience teaching many. What do you think makes a good studio?
I think the instructor.
The instructor.
I think it's the instructor because no matter what like brand the reformer is or like how like unaesthetic the studio is, but the instructor makes or break the class.
Yeah.
Like they would be able to make it fun and safe regardless of the studio.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think that's a little bit like different, but I think that's what I would say invest more on your instructors than the studio.
Okay, that's interesting. Especially because like now there's so many different Pilates studios.
Yeah.
Do you think you could share maybe which one's your favorite, or is that like controversial?
I would definitely say my school.
Yeah?
So like my Peak Pilates, the base camp is in Lamandau, Jalan Lamandau in Block M, Pilates in Motion. That's where I teach my privates also. Like I love that studio just because it's homey. I may be a little bit biased because I study there, my mentor teaches there, but the reformers are amazing, good quality. Peak has great reformers. I don't understand why it's not as popular here in Indonesia. The springs are great. They have great food and drinks. So yeah.
You got me. I'm gonna be visiting soon.
See you soon then.
I'll see you. And that's basically all for today. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me. It was really fun.
I'm so glad to hear that. And also thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.
6 a.m. reformer class.
Skip. Okay. We're in this.
No thanks. Shoot.
I like a little sweaty session.
Sometimes it's hard for me to breathe, but every now and then I think I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Not the core.
Skip. I want abs.
I think you can do like squats for booty better, yeah.
Bringing your date to a Pilates.
Shoot! I think it'll be fun to see him shake.
Taking pics in the studio mirror before class.
Shoot! Because activewear is cute. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm so guilty of this.
Same.
And honestly, activewear kan lebih mahal daripada my day-to-day clothes.
Yeah, especially good quality ones.